How much are closing costs on a $996,000 refinance? I recently had a client that purchased in October of 2024. She gave me a call because her mom was a three-time recipient of a no-cost refinance through First Meridian Mortgage. Here's the thing, I have some exciting news. No closing cost refinances just got a lot cheaper in Northern Virginia. Yes, I do no cost refis in Virginia, Maryland, and DC that has an exclusive option with Fannie Mae. Now, this may be something that'll be rolled out to other lenders here soon, but right now we have a competitive edge and we're saving people money. So let's walk through it. Okay. So, first and foremost, if you happen to get the proper findings where it says right here that this loan is eligible for sale to Fannie Mae without a lender's title insurance policy or an opinion letter. That is amazing news. Lender's title insurance is rebought time and time again every time someone refinance. And um, just in general may or may not be necessary. There's opinions out there, right? So here, Fannie Mae is saying we already have the risk. So we are going to assume that nothing else has changed since the last lender's title insurance policy that was received, and they're literally waiving the requirement for either one of those particular items. There's no lender's title insurance, and there's no attorney uh, opinion letter required. That is amazing news. Now, the other thing that we can do, and just keep in mind, you do have to get this track light eligible through the desktop underwriting system to be eligible. But here's the thing, in some cases, and this client didn't get it, you might get an appraisal waiver also. So, how significant is that? It is truly significant when you're looking at cost. The average cost on a $996,000 deal on a refinance is roughly $7,200 if, in fact, you uh, got an appraisal waiver. Here's the thing, you have options if you get the waiver for the appraisal, waiver for the title insurance. It's your option whether or not you waive the conventional underwriting. Here's the thing, if you got the waiver for the appraisal, if you waived your underwriting fee, if you got the waiver for the lender title insurance, your closing costs on a $996,000 deal could be as cheap as $3,000 to $3,400. What I mean by that is you may or may not need the employment verification. Then, in theory, if I change this to the actual vendor that does it, who's exclusive, we are now down to $3,200 is about the lowest that I can get the closing costs on a $996,000 deal. Here's the thing, that's almost that is potentially less than half the normal price. I'm going to show you an actual example from a client that just recently closed on a deal. Here are the actual closing costs on a $996,000 deal that I just recently closed. $520 for the appraisal, credit report $94, MERS $25, underwriting fee $11.95, Employment verification 173.30. Tax service 85. Flood $8. $375 only to do the settlement, and the notary came to the house. I don't know how these people are making any money. Literally, the county tax, um, 597 and change, $60 for recordation, 1792 to the state. The total closing costs were $4,925.65. This client got paid 5906 for an interest rate at 6.99. She just closed at 7 3/8 on $1 million deal. She's saving 3/8% over the life of the loan on $1 million deal 4 months after she purchased. This is an incredible deal. So, with interest rates coming down, here's the thing, we can capitalize on that and save you more money, not only in the closing cost, but that's going to get you a lower interest rate. So, I cannot stress enough that you need to partner with someone that is experienced with no closing cost refinance. This client got closing costs that essentially were a third of the normal closing cost on the refinance, getting them to a lower interest rate faster. And we literally closed this in 2.5 weeks. Amazing improvement in closing cost. And we are the kings of no cost refinance. Here's the thing. If you're in Maryland, it's not eligible yet. DC is not eligible yet. Virginia, not everyone's going to be eligible if you don't have if you don't get the DU findings for it or don't have 20% equity. Then a traditional no closing cost refinance can be done. Just has a little less savings, so you get slightly higher rate in those instances. But here's the thing. If you're sitting at 7 3/8 and I can get you into sixes and you not pay any money, this client made $1,000 for doing the refinance and she was done in 2.5 weeks. That's incredible. She got paid to lower her interest rate. It's an amazing thing. My name is Kevin Retcher, owner of First Meridian Mortgage. If you want to find out what you might be eligible for on a no-cost refinance, especially in Virginia, give us a call, 703-799-5626. I look forward to serving you. While the rain's out there, Semper Fi. I'll talk to you.